Looking ahead.
Can it be a Git Yankee? Oh, what a delight. If I was less educated, I'd presume to ask what you're doing on the Sword Coast. You're hardly my first, my friend. With a curious mind and a good pair of walking shoes, one makes many an acquaintance. Though at present my curiosity lies elsewhere than the vagaries of the children of Gith. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest. Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Goblins were of a rare, jam-colored hue and wielded magic blowguns.
A mythweaver. This man has no respect for truth.
And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety? Witness declined to comment on nature of dragon. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates? They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. I've interrogated one. A captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal! Never you mind. I'm on my way to their camp as we speak. I always knew my studies in Kukliak would come to some use.
tricks will cost you.
Find a route. On my word. Go on. Heading out.
Listen. Don't you hear it? It's so peaceful. No, no. Yes.
My turn. All right, Karlak. It's go time.
Tricks will cost you.
on. Can't stay idle. Well, so much for peace.
Foul-winged charlatan! Your tricks will cost you.
No choice but to keep going. You've made a grave mistake.
Foul-winged charlatan! Your tricks will cost you.
Aye, aye.
What happens? I will fight Harpy.
Never a dull moment.
know. Yes. I mean, I don't know. That's what the voice said. I almost got to the nest, but the singing... I need to get back. Mole will be so mad. Wait, you should meet Mole. She'll be grateful you helped me. Find a boy called Donny. Tell him you want to see the dragon's lair.
With a flick of the wrist. Let's see what those harpies are hoarding.
What am I to do?
At least things have stayed interesting.
The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good after the Mind Flare ship. But you just can't get enough of me, can you?
Karlach, Advocatus Diaboli, the stink of Avernus. You ally with an Archdevil's chosen, and...
A great fire roars through you, the fire of the first hell. You are the Blade of Frontiers, racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single-curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high. He chases the fiend, ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil, a threat to the living, evil incarnate.
Your ally's a fraud, a soldier in the Archdevil Zariel's army. Either I cut her down, or she...
What you think I am? I'm...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. The man shudders with Karlach's desperation. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
By Baldrin's helm, No! I will not be tricked!
You saw the truth. I may be an effective soldier, but I never wanted to serve Zariel. Legged it away from her the first chance I got.
And yet you served.
How about we all take a nice deep breath and calm the fuck down? Just because I want to live doesn't mean I want him dead. Well, Will, I tried.
To the hells with you then, and may you all forever burn.
Got to move. Shall be done. I got this.
I won't give in.
Indolence breeds madness. Undetected.
Let's get going.
A long way to go still.
What to do?
Oh, fucking Blade of Frontiers. He's supposed to hunt monsters, not me. Someone wrong-footed him about me. Probably Zariel somehow or other. Now Will's another of her victims. I'm afraid so. Maybe he would have listened if we'd reasoned with him a little longer. Maybe we should have just outrun him. I don't know. Hope he'll find the truth now. And peace.
And yet you served.
The man catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
No! Devils cannot be trusted.
Would you listen to sense? This doesn't have to end badly. For either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today. Truce?
I'll do you one better. Allies. We're looking to get rid of these parasites for good. And ruin some bastards' days while we're at it. Sounds like your kind of venture.
I've not grown any tentacles yet, thank Baldrin. But luck won't be on our side forever. Yes, you have my blade. Your leader willing, of course.
Well, soldier, what's the word? Hey!
Well met. And 1,000 sorries. I've pledged my life to protecting the meek from monsters. But tonight, I was the rampaging beast. I see the good in you, Karlach. I promise not to lose sight of it, even when the hells burn hottest.
The famous Blade of Frontiers in the flesh. Clever, this hero act you've got going.
Hero, Blade, names strangers gave me. My friends call me Will.
Excellent. If we ever become friends, I'll know what to call you.
Glad Will saw sense. Even more glad he decided to stick around. Takes a pretty slick mover to track down old Karlach. Fair. But still, the man's got a reputation for being lethal with that blade. I'm glad it's on our side.
Inappropriate.
You've been witness to one night. You're not it. The Blade of Frontiers.
This Blade of Frontiers is truly Shalak. The idealist do-gooder, the benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
We were flayed, beaten, burned, and poisoned in our training. It is our duty to withstand suffering, and our pleasure to conquer it. Come, we must locate a creche, observe everything, assume nothing. I was trained on Kreshkalir, among the tears of Selûne. Of this place, I know all too little. Your ignorance concerns me. It starts with a fever and memory loss. Then you start to hallucinate. Your hair falls out, and you bleed from every orifice. Your bones will change form. Your jaw will split to allow room for 4 great tentacles. All skin will turn to gore and be shed to reveal new flesh underneath. Then you have ceased to exist, and a mind flayer is born. Words forged in steel. May your actions express the same metal. We must find our kind and be rid of the parasite. It's as simple as that. The first symptoms should have long since started, though. That is what puzzles me. Yes, if you give it no further thought. But anomalies lead to surprises. Bad surprises. Besides, what hasn't happened may yet come to pass.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
All right. What now?
Your sour face is tiring, Shadowheart. By all means leave if I am so distasteful.
I'd rather not turn my back on you, if it's all the same.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Words of mine will change. No. Become. Change? No. Damn it! No, I'm moments away from a grisly death. At the hands of this bloody song. I can't. Nothing fits, you know? We lost people on the way here, and the dead deserve to be remembered. That's what my teacher always said. It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want. My teacher, Lihala. She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking up one night on the road and seeing her, dancing beneath the stars, a huge smile on her face. Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble, like ash. Wait. Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect. That it's okay. That I'll be okay. And thank you for everything. Moon, moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Wait.
Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the last light down. Moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay. Rest and note it, I will pray. Farewell, my dear old friend. Dance upon the stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
Sorry. She'd have said the same thing. That's the first time I've played since Lihala died. My teacher. She was playing her lute. We didn't hear the gnolls coming. There was so much blood. I can still smell it. She'd yell at me for that clunky verse and make me play till my fingers were raw. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. Finish the Weeping Dawn. For her. I've a long way to go. But thank you. I needed this.
Still breathing, despite everything.
You ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a gnoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her. Likewise. Arabella?
Thank you for helping me. Stop. I was fine.
Mother was a heartbeat away from fighting a bear.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed. You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done. Making sure we're ready to leave when the time comes. Anyway, you want to talk? Talk. Anything else? You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime. Never see us coming. When do I get to run the ring scan? Sylvie needs to practice. You'll be out there soon enough. I bet that scan is going to kill in Baldur's Gate. Don't get too attached to that con, kids. Bigger plans for the city.
Better be cautious.
We're exposed now.
By Mordai's eyes. Another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too. By Mordai's eyes. More of them. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow. Lower. You saw another gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards. The locals prove compliant. A useful trait.
I warned you, didn't I? You ought to reconsider keeping her around before she causes real trouble.
Tch. A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The Tiefling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the... well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps.
You ain't gonna shoot me. Your hands are shaking.
Put it down. She can't fight back.
That's the point. Get out of the way!
She didn't kill your brother, Arca. You're better than this.
Shoot before you lose your nerve, Tiefling. If you ever had it to begin with. Doesn't even matter if you kill me. I'm chosen by the Absolute I am. I'm blessed.
Here it comes, you little beast!
That's curious.
Glowing eyes are rarely a good sign.
He's boring. Let's find another one. Well, this was more fun when it was screaming.
Could wake him up by chopping off a tongue. That'd be funny.
I just want a little.
Survival is all that matters.
Let's end this. On my way.
Fuck yes. Under their noses.
I am fury. I am death.
Still breathing, despite everything.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I thought I was gonna die down here. Oh, it's my fault. Oh, I thought I'd given them the slip, but they followed me through the tunnel back there. I must tell the others what happened. I stepped careful. There are traps in these tunnels. And thank you again.
Should mind my step. Trap. Be cautious.
These traps.
Flowers,
Squad.
leaves,
Legged.
grass.
Goblins, I'd say.
Can't beat it.
strange. It looks healthy, but it's stone dead.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. Not no more. The contract didn't mention no goblins. I would have prepped the lads, brought better weapons. Wasn't no few goblins, mate. There's an entire hive of them. Contract failed to mention that part. The kind that leaves half your crew dead.
There's a wizard in Baldur's Gate that'll pay gobloads for a relic, supposedly buried round these parts.
But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend it. Have at it, if you think you can do better.
It's called the Night Song. Supposed to be hidden under the temple where the goblins jumped us.
I'd give you a map of the temple and wish you a happy funeral. But my mate Brian kept hold of it like his own sodger. Goblins made short of the fat old chunk. All I've got's the contract. Can show you where we turn back, if you feel like dying. Don't thank me. I'll be well on my way to Baldur's Gate when you die.
I'm just glad to be rid of the bloody thing.
Happy hunting.
Come on.
We're wasting time.
Something's waiting up ahead.
Get over there! Surround them like! You spotted us. Good. It's like they say. No fun in skewing a pig what doesn't know he's cooked. That's supposed to be a threat. Got a set on you, all right. Almost makes me like you. Almost. I'm gonna enjoy pulling off your skin when we're done.
One, two. Covered.
Gonna add your ears to
Have to keep going.
Thought you was busy with the foul bloods in Elson's Grove. No, contract didn't mention no goblin. Wasn't no But gold ain't any use if you're too cold to spend. It's got. I'd give you. All I've got's the contract. Come on. We're wasting time.
Something's waiting up ahead.
Get over there! Surround them like! Looks like we're spot. You must my collection once you're dead.
going.
You will not take me. Time to strike. In my best interest. What now?
A little help, please.
I'll feel that one later.
You sniffing where you ain't ought to be, friend. Might have to take that nose. Bloody booyah! Ha! Someone's got there first. And you ain't learned your lesson?
As the symbol glows,
Power courses through you. Authority.
All you best take is this warning, yeah? Step lightly around here. You're outnumbered.
Come on, open up.
Whole village is falling to pieces. These goblins aren't exactly house-proud as occupiers go.
Wouldn't blame the gods. Place looks like it's been abandoned a good while.
To rest.
I need to maybe we can scare up a few dusty bottles of wine somewheres.
I like your way of thinking. Split any taking
Look what we got here! Another little birdie wanting to fly! Stop this thing! Flap those wings some more, and I'll feed you a worm. And you! Hope you got a stomach for ice! Whoa! Quick!
I like your way of thinking. Split any takings we find?
Sister, you've got a deal.
scream and a succession of quick bangs rattle the door. Then, a low moan. Someone, or something, is having a bit of fun.
Leave it. Whoever's inside doesn't want an audience, and I don't want to fight.
What the hell are you doing?
Ruined. Smash. Oh, smash you!
On the move.
Victory awaits. No time to waste.
Close ranks.
What should I do?
Time to strike.
I wonder if this is worth the cost.
Much longer like this. Gods, it's hot in here.
Need to stay focused.
Still on my feet. is ever easy. Bugbear and an ogre.
Let's just put this behind us. Far behind us.
Smell that. Fresh forest air.
I smell only fear. The fear of cowards lying in wait for an ambush.
You can take a day off once in a while, Maisel.
I do not take days off. I'd even forego sleep if such a thing were feasible. The one advantage an elf holds over a Githyanki.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Will, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank.
We had a deal, Will. But Karlak's still breathing. I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlak, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlak meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart. He's the Blade of Frontiers.
Devil's plaything, just doesn't have the same ring. Speaking of...
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet. There's no going back.
Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlak, keep an eye on him, would you?
I'll be keeping mine on you. Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta. I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. Gobsmacked, really. But grateful. Really grateful. I could learn a thing or two from a man like that. Hopefully we won't turn into mind flayers first.
God's damn. Just look, I'd be nuts.
Warlock pacts tend to be unforgiving from what you know of them.
I'd count its misery before I would, but I promise you, every...
Chuck, be wary of false promises. The missing druid, Halsin, was it? He may be talented, but only a Githyanki's Zathis can cleanse an embedded tadpole.
Spare me a moment, if you please. I've something important to discuss with you. We've been traveling together for a while now, and it's just about time that I shared something with you. It's rather personal. You see, I have this condition. Very different from the parasite we share, but what it comes down to is this. And by that I mean it's imperative that I find and consume strands of weave at the earliest possible juncture. A fair point. However, until recently, I was able to rely on a supply of artifacts stored in my tower in Waterdeep. A supply that has now run dry. The reality of the matter is that a lone wizard with a chronic impairment such as my own is not in the most ideal of situations with regards to self-defense. The manner of artifacts I need are not often found waiting patiently on a shopkeep's shelf. There'll be danger involved, or great cost. As luck would have it, you're already primed to give me exactly what I need. A metaphorical demon, I haste to point out, but no less dangerous. Oh. Sincerely, though, I understand I ask a lot from you with few answers in return.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do wine. We truly are a group apart. Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me.
We've been through quite a lot, with likely more to come. Care to narrow it down a little? Must I? Thinking about it won't help. We know what to do, so let's do it. Find a way to rid ourselves of these things. Personally, I think finding this Halsin is our best bet. As for this Githcrash, well, if your kind can actually save us, I stand to be corrected.
I
I suppose we'd go our separate ways. Not a slight on your company, of course. Perhaps. Perhaps. There's someone waiting for me there. Someone I have to reach. As soon as... Thank you. And you're right. You saved my life aboard the Nautiloid. I'd never have expected that from a Gith. And since then, you've seemed reliable. Maybe I'll have to reevaluate what I think I know about your kind.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning. What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps. The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that. They do know how to write them in Cormyr, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service. Charmed, I'm sure, in more ways than one. We should have a chat, you and I, but not here. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes. Come. There, middle of somewhere.
I don't like this at all.
The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last.
Not easily rattled, I see. Good. Makes the next part that much more straightforward. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do.
Fuck. A Cambion.
Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. And what is madness but a denial of reality? Still, I've a feeling you'll change your mind before it's changed for you. Try to cure yourself, shop around, beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease.
That's what separates us from the devils, soldier. They think our greatest strength is a weakness.
Ah, yes, the tongue. Yet another piece of pleasurable anatomy you'll soon have to do without. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
That'll wake you up of a fine day, won't it?
I do not need awakening. My senses are sharp as steel.
A dragon rider, my kin and near.
The skin of a dragon rider. Breathtaking. Smoke.
It would
Something
be too
burning.
much to hope that's nothing to do with us, wouldn't it?
That thing can swallow us in a gulp.
I hear shouting. Someone needs help.
Get this thing off me! Almost. Thank you. Thank you. Everyone. Mary. Mary. No. Mary. No. Gods, no, no, no. You should have stayed. You should have been with me.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it.
Put the wind back in my sails.
Grand Duke Ravengard could be inside. Don't just stand there. Push! Inside, hurry! We don't have much time. Can you hear me? We hear you! Stay where you are! We don't have much time! Fight down!
Come! I'm afraid proper thanks must wait. Fresh air. At last. Your training serves you well, child of Gith. I'm in your debt.
Counselor, are you all right?
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Yuva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Alder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, Githyanki, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his drow captors. The Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through? It is not fealty, I ask. Merely a great favor on behalf of my city. Grand Duke Ravengard is the invisible force holding Baldur's Gate together. Without him, the city faces collapse. In fact, I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him. Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Go. You should pick up the Drow trail with ease. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist, to work.
Sword Coast, Lae'zel.
Yes. It is much more lively than the Githyanki slate's led me to believe.
Just wait till you see Baldur's Gate. You'll never want to leave. Something tore right through these people. They didn't stand a chance.
Don't mind if I do.
The beast reeks of brimstone and offal. Every breath is thick with blood. You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones, and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You watch with cold realization. This isn't the end of one life, but the start of another. Gnolls, vicious, monstrous humanoids can spawn from the corpses of dying hyenas. You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. As the life fades from her eyes, the gnoll within her dies too, stillborn.
One beast's broken away, and it won't be returning alone. Taking position. Got to focus. On my way.
In position.
Sometimes the only way out is through. First step is the hardest. Breathe deep and move.
No time to waste. Need to act fast.
Those beasts are here for a reason.
Vile beasts. Nothing good is born from a corpse.
Let them come. We will rip them from top to tail.
Whatever killed those gnolls might be nearby. Careful. Step carefully. There's a trap. No hesitation.
If we don't deal with them gnolls, none of us are getting out of here alive. Can't say I wouldn't do the same. But if we're dying here... Thief!
Incoming.
Time to push my luck again. Hope this ends well.
Make way.
Can't afford any mistakes. Quiet as a mouse. Unseen. Perfect.
Help, please.
The parasite is stubborn. It refuses both to leave or to allow itself to be used as you desire.
That symbol in the blood. What does it mean?
The shock of psychic pain, the pack leader's mind clamps onto yours. You see yourself through her eyes, a pulsing red cluster of organs. Feast. No. The voice has forbidden this meat. Gnolls see your whole world as a meal. This voice is acting as a leash, but it won't hold them for long. In the cave, anxious hearts throbbing, ready to burst, ready to gorge on. The voice says they are meat. The meat is trapped, terrified, but protected by fire. When the fire dies, the meat will die too.
As the symbol glows, power courses through you. Authority.
A memory. The beast daubs the symbol of the Absolute on a cave wall in blood. Buried deep, a tadpole struggles to assert control against the ravenous chaos of her mind. You see drow and goblins restraining her, a mind flayer reaching out. And then the voice, bringing order. Eating this meat was forbidden, but it would lead her to a feast. Sensing your presence, the Gnoll's tadpole writhes in ecstasy, echoing your command. Its host will feast on Gnoll flesh to control the hunger, to keep her teeth from your throat. Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back.
Make way.
Blood comes easy these days. Don't waste a step.
Moving.
Can't give up. Moving.
my breath. Light on my feet.
Concentrate. On I go.
Nothing will stand in my way. With haste.
Handy.
Ready.
She is still ravenous, her mind a hungry pit. The flesh of her pack wasn't enough to satisfy her. Her tadpole responds, thrashing violently, and the fragile tissue of her brain tears and splits. You taste the blood in her throat, feel it pooling in the cavity of her skull. But she still resists. Your tadpole wriggles, contented, as she tears out her own throat.
By the gods, you're a sweet sight. Are any of my crew still alive out there? Damn it. I guess that's a no. Risen Road's more dangerous than ever. You're the first friendly face we've seen since Eltergard. Hold on now. You made short work of the beasts. And I reckon you'd make shorter of me and the boy. But we're not plump little merchants you can boss around. We're Zahenterim. If there are valuable goods on the move, the Black Company's always involved. We're the grease that keeps the wheels of commerce turning. And we don't take kindly to people who meddle in our business. This is the point when a clever lass like you accepts my gratitude and walks away. If I give up that cargo, my associates will do worse to me than you ever could, lass. Let's go our separate ways and be thankful we're all in one piece.
Bloody fool! May the Black Hand take you!
My path be true. What's the plan? Heading there.
Put him up. Knees high. Ought to do it.
Where do I go from here? Seems like the best way. Taking position. My faith will protect me.
Let's cook with fire, baby. Tactical.
Another fight. Let's go. Another step forward. In my best interest. I'm ready.
Feeling fresh?
It's been a long day. Better stop to rest soon.
That's a curious looking chest. I wonder what's inside.
Well, there's only one way to know for sure.
believe that devil just took us into the hells with a snap of his fingers. If I see him again, I'll wring his neck. I knew I liked you. Raphael was his name, right? He's trying to lure us into a game he knows we can't win. I'm not playing. Glad you're not either. Soldier? I'll tell you all about it after we've taken down those paladins I'm after. Believe me, it's worth the wait. Gives me energy. Power. But you've seen it in action. Very hard to control. If I'm excited at all, angry, nervous, delighted, enticed, I burn hot. Hot enough to burn anyone who gets close. I try not to think about it. I still think about it constantly, but, you know, I try. One of these days, I'll sort the whole infernal affair out, get myself cooled off, and start making up for lost time. But not today.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him? No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is. Good. That's what I wanted to hear. I know people who work much like our new acquaintance does. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us. Aren't you glad that I am? It's an effective trick. Watch out for it. And for Raphael.
This devil Raphael flaunts his paltry wings as if he wants to impress us. You saw the red dragon slaying his infernal kin above hell's fires, did you not? Next to a dragon, the devil's a gnat. When I am Kithrak, I will take my Queen Vlaakith his head as a trophy. Vlaakith bestows no greater honor. I was born to wield the Kithrak silver sword. I will earn my queen's favor.
and I will conquer every layer of hell should she command it. The Geich are our mortal enemy. It is not unusual for the Kithrak to give chase. To penetrate the Hells, this is unusual. But let us not question the wisdom of our queen. We can see but to the horizon. Vlaakith's sight pierces the many plains.
Inappropriate.
Will's brows furrow as...
Hells. Older ape? I know I haven't said. Ignore my past all you want. Put plain, what no, he could... All the more reason to find him.
You don't sleep well, flitting between dreams and nightmares. Maybe you wake up because you know something is wrong. Or maybe you just get lucky.
Shit. No, it's not what it looks like. I swear. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger. You don't sleep well. Maybe you...
Shit.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
So, the Pale One is gone. It's for the better, given his palate.
He wasn't the worst company, bloodlust aside. Part of me will miss him.
Need I remind you that he tried to open one of our necks like a Thayan Red?
I did not bring this danger into our camp. Perhaps whoever did should be more careful in future. Do you have any brain left, or has the worm claimed it all?
It doesn't matter. Astarion's dead. For good, this time. We're safe as we can be.
Hey, soldier.
You don't sleep well. Maybe you wake.
Shit. I wasn't going to hurt you. I just needed, well, blood.
There, in the dim firelight, you see him for what he really is. A vampire, a slave to sanguine hunger.
I've never killed anyone. Well, not for food. I feed on animals. Boars. Deer. Kobolds. Whatever I can get. But it's not enough. Not if I have to fight. I feel so weak. If I just had a little blood, I could think clearer, fight better. Please.
A strange sensation courses through you, and your companion's mind unfolds, secrets half revealed.
At best, I was sure you'd say no. More likely, you'd ram a stake through my ribs. No. I needed you to trust me. And you can trust me. Because we don't have a choice. Not if we're going to save ourselves from these worms. I need you alive. You need me strong. Please, only be a taste, I swear. I'll be well, you'll be fine. And everything can go back to normal. No, of course. Silly of me to even ask. I'll go and find something on 4 legs to eat, I suppose. See you in the morning.
You watch him stalk away, slumped, sulking, and ready to kill.
Morning. I hope last night's little unpleasantness hasn't left a bad taste in your... Well, I hope there are no bad feelings. And you're lucky I'm not a true vampire. Last night could have gone very differently if I'd magically summoned a pack of wolves. Alas, I'm just a spawn. All of the hunger, few of the powers. Oh no, I should be cinders in this light. I hadn't seen the sun for 200 years before we crashed here. Someone, or something, wants me alive. They've changed the rules. Standing in the sun, wading through a river, wandering into homes without an invitation. They're all perfectly mundane activities now. As for my other quirks, well, we can figure those out in time. That's my theory, but who knows? I'm just glad you're being sensible about these revelations. I was worried people might turn up with torches and pitchforks. Although there's still time.
Vamps don't scare me, as long as they keep their teeth to themselves. No sense judging someone for who they are. Except devils, obviously.
I'd just better not wake in the night to find fangs at my throat.
Quite the opposite. I'm here in the spirit of openness and honesty, to work together as a team.
Maybe we could get him to wear a bell, dissuade any nighttime prowling.
There now. We're all friends again. Shall we go? There's a long day ahead of us.
couple turns should do it.
Hungry for blood.
Weapon blueprints. They call for Susa. The Susa tree's native to the Underdark, if my teachings were correct. Still alive, so that's progress.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need.
Sylvanas.
How fares the search?
Please let this work.
The weight of it. And that blaze of chaos. Can't imagine this where my heart should be. Must be quite the experience. Give me just a moment. And I think... There. You'll have to install it, I'm afraid. I don't think there are thick enough gloves in all the realms to protect from that kind of heat.
Good. I'm still burning hot as hell's hole, but I feel less tangible. Cheers, mate.
Pleasure. And as for the heat, I haven't got any solutions now. But I'm not giving up. Could be if the...
Well...
This is gonna feel good.